Hey, what's going on, guys? Um, just got out of a short here. Kind of let myself get stopped out. Up at 79s. The divergence just wasn't playing out the same, so I got out. I really don't want to take on another short here. Um, Market's going to open here in a minute 10. Equities, that is. Had a couple reports this morning. Nothing too crazy. I didn't check which earnings are coming out today. It's starting to act like a top, right? It's just that we don't have divergence yet, so I'm gonna wait it out. Equities opening in 30 seconds. Let me just quickly take a look at what kind of earnings we're looking for today. We are looking for nothing huge. No big earnings placed today. Should be a fairly quiet day. Fairly choppy, probably. Okay, so it looks like it was a good decision to get out. Might have paid to get long there at the bottom, but yeah, having such a small account, I have to be so incredibly accurate that it's not much fun. Okay, so market's open. It's kind of ripping here. Ripping. Up to VWAP. Kind of want to get into a short again up here. When will I learn? You got higher price, lower divergence by just a tiny bit. Hmm. 85s. Okay. I think we can wait for the 5 minute to peak. Yeah, there it is. Let's see if we can close a 5 minute up here. So we got 4 minutes left. Let's see how high this 5 minute closes. Yeah, probably should have just tried a couple longs here, just because there was no divergence here on the 5. There was on the 1. And I was probably just getting in short a little too early to, like right here, you can see. Man, switching tabs really hoses down the platform, holy cow. No divergence yet. But yeah, you can see the divergence here. Kind of big, obvious. This is a big divergence now. I might have to get into this. I'm gonna wait for the 5 minute to close, I think. Okay, so 5 minute. Yeah, to see where it closes. Okay, full bodied so far. Yeah, 2 little losses, amounting to 45 total today already. Let's see where this 5 minute bar closes. Looks like it'll close around here. How are we looking on the hourly? Complete retracement of the flush candle. Almost. On the 4 hour, we're actually starting this dump that's been waiting on forever. So I think we're at least going to revisit 50s. Yeah, and the 1 minute really kind of clogs things up. Jeez, every time I switch to the 1 minute chart, it just like lags for a good few minutes. So some divergence here. once again. But the 1 minute divs can go on forever. Let's see if we get more divergence before the 5 minutes are up. So far it's just an uptrend. Maybe it'd be worth it to buy some. Divergence, divergence. 1 minute left in this 5 minute bar. I mean, this is really slight divergence. Would love to see something a little bit more substantial. I think I should buy some to play over like 79s or something. 30 seconds left in this 5 minute bar. Looks like it'll be, it won't even be full bodied. Okay, we're down at 79s. Dang, just to my exit actually. Would have had to sit through almost over $50 a heat though. $78, $79. Okay, 5 minute bar closed. $77.50. No real divergence there. I mean, I guess there was. Up at 85. Can we get some more divergence, please? And I really don't want to short it, but it's given me no real option here. Dang, the 85 to 75 would have been good. It's totally within the ballpark. Wow. I'm gonna wait on another touch on the upside before getting in. That might have been it though, damn. What did I say that I would wait? Fuck that, right? Not the greatest entry. Probably should have entered long there, if anything, right? Because look what's happening. This is where we get our higher price. And lower RSI. Over 85 would be $50 out of the money. Yep, should have bought here instead of sold. Why didn't I buy? That's a good question. 80 out of the money. Fuck me, man. Just grabbing the absolute wrong positions. If this goes another 10 points, or 5 points, let's assume it goes another 5. Dude, this entry for a short, terrible. 85s, assuming we got short 85s, we'd be getting a scare right now of like, oh, is it gonna actually keep going down? And the thinking is, I mean, yeah, it's very possible this was a reset and we're gonna keep pushing upwards. It's very possible. We did hit the upper Bolly band though. So unless we see like a 5 minute close up there, still gonna be short. Not the greatest entry though, for sure. Already 37 out of the money. Oh my god. Looks terrible on the 5 minute. 86s. That entry was just ass. Fuck, the 5 minutes not even peaked. It's gonna get up in the 90s or something. This was a shit entry. Should have gone in long like I was thinking. Man, trying to call a top with a really small bankroll is really challenging. $40 in the money pretty much instantly. Yeah, it doesn't look very, doesn't look like it's coming down at all. I think the 5 minutes really bullish still. It hasn't peaked yet. You can see if it makes new highs above 87s. Fuck. This entry was so bad. Pushing 87s. Would have been 10 points if I was long instead. I think I gotta hit out and then reassess my life. This looks like it's gonna continue to rip. This was my chance to get in. Yeah, fuck. Pretty screwed today. Basically waiting for a peak somewhere up here. 90s, huh? From 75 to 90, 15 points. Would have been 60, 70 bucks. Instead I'm 60, 70 bucks out of the money. 2 shorts. This was my 3rd short attempt at a slightly better price. We'll see. Can't take much more heat though. RSI is peaking. Volume is finally dropping. It's dropping pretty quick actually. I'd love to see a big flush, but the first hour or two are kind of reserved for climbing. Man, my entry was just absolute dog shit. Could have just gotten 90s, which would have been an amazing entry. Oh my god, the divergence. Wow, now that is nice divergence. Too bad I'm short from the friggin' the valley of the last dip. Okay, this should break down on the 1 minute. Let's see. Should break down. God, my entry was bad. Jesus. Yeah, at 77 or something, I should have considered flipping. Okay, so now we should get a dip of the RSI, and should be substantial. We should at least break this low. If it's anything similar to this. No drop yet. God, the entry was just not that great. Yeah, we're basically playing for another flush, which is possible, but after that kind of an hourly retracement, I don't know. Almost back to my entry, which is amazing. Look at that, wow. Complete reversal. Now what we need is a flush to new lows. 2 points away from my entry with divergence. Still want to hold it short, honestly. Just gonna ride this out until we get a good flush on the 1 minute. Big reversal on the 5. We're gonna close it down here probably. Let's see. Looks like it'll try again. So we had a chance there to flip at 77, so we didn't take it because we're still expecting continuation to the downside. $40 left in this 5-minute bar. So far looks like a pretty good rejection. Yeah, we're basically playing for new lows on the 5. So we're playing for about $100, I guess. Nothing too crazy. But we need the RSI to have a dump similar to this, although I guess this is pretty much over maybe, and this was considered the bottom. It's just that we're getting this really nice divergence here. It's very similar. My entry is just, I basically bottom ticked this move. Man, what a poop entry. 20 points almost? No, 15 points I left on the table. Oof. Okay, so we're letting this RSI move play out. This still looks pretty good. Just took in a boatload of heat though, which wasn't fun. So we're basically waiting for this to do something similar to what it did here. Now it's got the open on its side, so maybe it'll be a little bit more violent. Auto liquidation, Jesus Christ. This account's too small. Okay. RSI is dipping once already. Now what we're expecting is a similar thing to happen where it dips, resets, and then continues with a deeper dump. And we want to go to new lows, obviously. The second 5-minute bar is open already after that big flush. So if this is going to be a down day, we should see a nice continuation for the next 20-30 minutes. That's what we're kind of playing for. I should seriously consider just stopping out here somewhere though. Just because this was a bottom prior. Okay, we're finally in the money, barely, for a second. Okay, so there's our RSI dip. It's getting there, just barely. After taking so much heat, it's really hard to hold this for more downside moves, considering the RSI is bottoming out already. But yeah, we're playing for a similar thing to happen. So far, it looks like it might have been a bad choice. I don't know. The 5-minute looks great. It looks like it's going to come down to new lows. That was deep, kinda, down to 72. That's it. So yeah, I think that was a signal. So let's see what happens. Expecting a dip, and expecting it to get comfortable under 70s. What a top though. Man, what a run. And that was on the back of other divergence. Like here's a little bit of divergence and then bam. And then once again, divergence, and then really nice divergence here. And then back down to low RSI. And now we should reset RSI down here somewhere. And then dump further. That's the play anyway. Okay, so we're getting our RSI dump. It's not too violent. I think it's going to be something like this. It is extending quite a bit off of the EMA. So kind of expect it to find a floor as the EMA catches up, and then a similar cascade. Because we're playing for a larger time frame move. Yeah, we're basically playing for a continuation here, which is kind of a big deal, I guess. The 5-minute man could come up to 80s. It's good that we're getting comfortable under 75 though. We just closed another 5-minute bar. What's the 15 look like? 15 looks nice for a continuation to the downside. Nice doji there. Yeah, my entry was just absolute poop. This could come back up to 80 still. Man, this 1-minute chart is just absolutely wrecking my screen. So laggy when I switch to the 1. What the heck? What is it loading? Okay, so we had RSI dip on the 1. Now we're looking for the RSI to reset on the 1 as price comes down further. And we're really looking for it to come down under 50s. It might bounce up to 80s here. Really not expecting new highs. How low did we go? 70s. Okay, we should get an RSI reset or something similar under the EMA. The EMA, the only problem was that EMA was just like so close back here, and now it's not close at all. That's true. After holding through this much heat, it would make sense to just get out and then get back in. But tough to do. If it's gonna do the same pattern here, don't have much time. Maybe 5 minutes. So yeah, the RSI dip was lower. Where was that? 70s? Yeah, I figured we might come up to 80s again. And now we should see more continuation to the downside. Look at this 5 though. Strong looking 5 so far. We're 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes in. If we're gonna close bars over 80, I'll probably start looking to get out. It's already kind of violated the EMA by stabbing through it like that. We're really looking for a continuation of the RSI to the downside. So far, this bar looks kind of bullish though. Need to slump it some more. Almost looks like it's painting a bull flag before it goes back up. It came down so easily here. And now this little pop. It didn't really have that before, I guess maybe here. Slight pop to the EMA and then a drooping over time. Let's see if we get that same drooping. Man, this thing is taking its sweet time. Just looks like a completely different animal now. I guess it's resetting. It's resetting a lot higher on the RSI. So this might have just been a buy-op for a push higher. It's hard to tell. We're still under the EMA, so still looks okay. Still waiting for a flush. It's starting to look like we're not going to get it. Just give it another 5-10 minutes. Probably shouldn't have let this go red again after going green. It looks so like suppressed here. We need it to we need it to dribble to the downside. Basically need to get under the 70s level. And it'll definitely feel way, way better. It was barely 25 bucks. I think I gotta take those small winners. I mean, 45 in the hole. Yeah, basically waiting for this to drop. It's kind of starting to compress here. 5 minutes starting to go up though on volume, which is unfortunate. We need to see a dump. It's just taking its sweet time. Okay, so we're in the money. The EMA is catching up to our entry, so we should see like no price action above our entry from now on, pretty much. We definitely shouldn't see 80s. Getting a 9 EMA and 20, or 9 EMA and the Bollinger Band 20 are kind of crossing. But what they should be doing is just touching and then continuing to dip, like here. So we're expecting at least a pull of 10 points into 65s. Okay, it's kind of choppy. RSI is not dumping just yet. Looks like it's going to try again. And NASDAQ is just holding this shit up. It keeps stabbing over this EMA. It's making me kind of uncomfortable. Like it's just breaking the rules now. It's not doing this at all. It's definitely sloppy compared to the previous stuff that was pre-market. And yeah, it looks like it's more bolt-hearted right now. This looks like we're about to get blown out. RSI dip, where are you? RSI dip. We're just floating around really, no real direction here. Waiting for this to slump, but instead we're getting a cross of the two EMAs. So it's just gonna go sideways, I'm guessing. Really, we're looking for a dump, like I said, down to at least 65s. But yeah, the way this low was put in, and now we're not even coming down anymore. I mean, this is pretty sus. Fives hitting a top on the Bollinger Bands. It's a good sign. What's not a good sign is that we're still above 75s. This thing needs to either come down or I'm getting out. Yeah, it looks like it's just gonna reset the RSI and possibly pump or something. You're supposed to get a reset of the RSI and then a flush, but I understand that's less common. It's definitely setting up like it wants to flush. Kind of doing the same little consolidation here. Just a lot fuzzier because of the open hour, I guess. Still looking for a flush. We are getting lower highs. Expecting a fall off here. So far, it's going to the upside. Holy fuck. '83s, '80s. Some report just come out. Motherfucker. Obviously, some fucking report just came out. I'm out. I'm not gonna sit through this bullshit. What fucking report came out? Leading indicators? Oh, University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Preliminaries. Crap. Can't believe I wasn't prepared for that. Oh. It's a bummer. Wasn't prepared for that. Man. Three losers today. 86 in the hole, 90 in the hole. I think I'm done for the day. Terrible day. Terrible day. Didn't see the... Yesterday was also terrible. It was 120 down or something. Today 41. Today's about 80, 90 down. Yeah, hoping for the same thing to play out, and could have gotten 20, 25 bucks maybe, and then possibly flipped, but hard to predict that. Kind of frustrated with myself, so probably just take the L and chill out over the weekend, and maybe even take Monday off. I don't know. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna sign off. 3 trades, all losers. I mean, that's a sign for me to stop on the day. So I'm gonna do other stuff. Everyone else, enjoy the price action. I will catch you guys on Monday, and hopefully I'll have some better results to share.